So here's an experiment that I've been sitting on for a while, and this morning it occurred to me that um, one of the things to help me iron out the creases in life is probably to share more things that I'm learning and picking up souvenirs along the way. This particular experiment is called Sketch Habit, and during the pandemic, you can see this dated 11/24/2020. So during 2020, lots of crazy things happened. One of which was, I had gotten laid off and then thrust into the world of trying to figure out what I was going to do next, what type of work I would focus on, how I would keep my spirits high and my abilities sharp while trying to look for other work. And one of the things that I started doing was developing a bit of a daily sketch habit. And that slowly evolved. At one point, I had wanted to develop better drawing skills within Mural. At that time, I was using Mural for just about everything. Big fan of the platform. And in the process of doing all kinds of cool things with Mural, I quickly found myself making a friend with an employee at Mural. Her name is Haley. And one of the things we got into a conversation about was, my sketch habit, my daily drawing. And I had asked Haley if she might want to experiment with daily drawing and sketch habits. And I think she was a little intimidated because she knew that I drew a lot. And I said, it doesn't have to be a big deal. You can, literally do it as much as you want or as little as you want. And so I set the premise. I built a template in Mural to facilitate these drawings. And it looks very much like this. And you'll see in several examples, it didn't change much. And it all started with the idea of a prompt in the beginning of the morning. And these were random prompts. In this case, the prompt was energize. And so the way that the template worked, there was a 3x3 grid, and you would try to draw quick things using Mural to do the drawings. In my case, I used an iPad and an Apple Pencil to do these drawings with all the native tools that are baked into Mural. And so you can see there's very fun ways to be able to express the idea energize as you look across my sketches and Haley's sketches. So I'll fast forward a little bit. This was a few days later. Obviously, I came across the term hygge, and it's all about the aesthetic and colors and look and feel. And it was something that I wasn't familiar with, so I tried to do some sketches, and I think Haley discovered the word and the meaning as well. And you can see the explorations that she did on the right. This prompt towards the end of November in 2020, shoes. So all kinds of clever ways to express shoes and experiment and explore. I guess this one was before the 28th, but dog toy. So lots of dog toys shown there and ways to express that idea. This was great down here. The scribbled lab with a toy in his mouth and so forth. This dog going after the tennis ball. And these, again, are all drawn directly in Mural. This one was, I'd left the prompt off, but usually I was pretty disciplined. But you can see we were exploring probably shape and color or something. At any rate, it keeps going, right? This was one of my favorite ones. I I think I had seen sort of these little tutorials on Instagram or something about how to draw Lucy and Woodstock and so forth. And so we set out to do simple drawings of the Peanuts characters. I love Peppermint Patty down here that Haley did. And some of the other underdrawings that I did before redrawing them in color and so forth. Here's one from the beginning of December. Obviously, Christmas was coming upon us and we were thinking about things. This was Wreath. Here's an ironic one, towards December of 2020. The prompt was wear a mask. So you can look over those and see some hilarious things. I think Haley's were all very Christmas focused, but we did some silly things. This one was the Muppets. Pretty great. And I believe this was one of the last ones that we were able to do together about the middle of February of 2021. And I quickly found that Haley was getting very busy with changes in work and so forth. And so you can see, you don't have to see all the detail, but I kept going, into February, and you start to see some of the absence of Haley's drawings, and she was very apologetic. And I said, "Don't you worry about it. I'll keep going." So I did, and that sort of morphed into other creative expressions, and I just kept going, right? And it really helped me get through sort of the isolation and the desire to collaborate and to be able to develop my skills and so forth. And that led to lots of other cool opportunities. I mean, I did some work directly with Mural back when Microsoft was launching a bunch of new products at Build, and I did a live scribe of the keynote by Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, and this was broadcast on a live stream and so forth. So it led to all kinds of great opportunities, but I'll finish with this thought. So I found out that in November 2021 that Haley had suddenly passed away. And it just came as a shock. I mean, we weren't super close friends. We developed sort of a collaborative relationship from a distance through these drawing exercises and these daily sketch habits. And we got to share fun little, it was kind of like I would wake up, work on the prompt. Later on in the day, I would probably see how she solved drawing simple sketches and drawings for the prompt for that day. But, I found out about her passing in a very abrupt way, and I think it surprised a lot of people, and I really didn't know what to do with it, but, I got busy, life kept moving on, but I still have all of these drawings, sort of visual souvenirs of the power of working, collaborating directly with somebody, sharing creative ideas. And I just felt like sharing these. Maybe it's a little bit of closure. Maybe it's just they're so good that I had to share them. But I was thinking about them this morning, and it just made me feel this sense of closure, I guess, by sharing them out, so that this experience was real, and that something really magical can happen with human beings. But hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of the backstory on these and taking a look at these. Just really grateful and proud to have shared this experience and to learn something so meaningful from being a part of it.